Shining star. Patrick Reed, known to us as Furp, a beloved man, a medic who took his job very seriously. Furp was always here for us. With his medical bag, we came to count on him. When there was a medical emergency at a convention, and Furp went to nearly all of them, Furp would be the first one on scene. He would render aid, he would render comfort, until the person either felt better or was taken to more advanced care. Furp came to a very tragic end in the winter of this year, a motorcycle accident in California. It was a tremendous shock to all of us. There are some stories that people hear about Furp, and one in particular that I know I was involved in its origin. Because a number of years ago at Midwest Fur Fest, I found upon waking that I was not feeling very well. I was kind of, where you can't really put a finger on it. You can't say, I don't feel good here, but just something isn't right. You know what I mean? I think they call that malaise, yes? It probably didn't help that I went to Mongolian barbecue at lunch. That was Monglaise at that point, I guess. And I came back to the hotel and was kind of, feeling really, almost a little warm, kind of a little perspiring. And I was waiting for the fursuit parade to start, and I was standing with Rigel, and standing and waiting, and I said, you know what, Rigel? I don't think I'm going to watch the parade. I'll see you later. He said, do you want me to save your spot? I said, no. And I ran. And I managed to get to my room. And, well, the Mongolian barbecue, by its very nature, it looks the same coming up as it does going down, so I knew exactly what it was. But I thought, Mongolian barbecue equals bad, now out of system, all well, continue. So I got it out of my system, everything's great, so I'm happily bouncing around. And I did their charity auction for them that year. And I started to feel that malaise again. And I asked for a chair, and as the auction was going on, I was getting lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. And I could see Rigel was in the audience. In fact, I saw him turn to his friend Carl, and I saw his mouth the words, he's gonna go. And there were two guys having this asshole bid war, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, and I'm going, 55, good, okay, going once, 56, 57, 58, so 58, Rigel, take over. And I ran. There was a hallway backstage, at the end of which was a gentleman's room. And I immediately was transported into a Steven Spielberg movie because the hallway, the faster I ran, just got longer and longer. And I would run and it would get longer and longer. I finally got to the end, burst through the door, and it was only the forward momentum of my body that kept it inside until I hit the sink. And it was more than just Mongolian barbecue. I think I saw my pancreas. I went back. I could not finish the auction. I was sitting backstage, and when the auction was over, I went out. Thank you all very much. Thank you for being here. This concludes the auction. It's all very great. Thank you for raising money. Got to go by. Went backstage and promptly collapsed. This caused some mild concern among the staff. Oh my God, Uncle Kage just died. But I didn't, because I had Death Be Gone cream. Lucky for me, only $19.95. They applied some to me, but again, it's Death Be Gone, not hop up and down, be happy. I was feeling really bad. Real crook, as Doc Rat says. And I was assisted upstairs, and I promptly fell into bed, where I was shivering and feverish, teeth chattering, even though I was covered with blankets. Who came through the door but Furp? Furp shooed everybody out of the room, and he sat down next to me, took my temperature, took my pulse, took my blood pressure, started asking me lots of questions. What did you eat? Did you have anything to drink? You know, the standard, you know, blah, 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 blah. And he sat with me as I got more and more feverish and started to see things. You know, I started like hallucinate that I was, you know, like the chairman of the world's largest furry convention or something. And Furp said, "Oh my God, we're losing him." And I told him, "You're going to have to do something for me." And he said, "What?" And I said, "Pick up the phone, dial this phone number." And he did. And he said, "Who is it?" And I said, "Dr. K." Now, some of you have heard stories of Dr. K. Dr. K is my physician at home, my family physician. I have bantered back and forth with him about many things, and you know, poked some fun at him in my story hours. As a matter of fact, I've sort of made him into a foil, almost kind of like a whipping boy in my story hours. And well, Mom thought it'd be cute to give him my DVDs. So every time I go to see Dr. K, as soon as he sees me, he puts on the glove. The man does indeed have the hands of Hippocrates himself. And I can tell you, Hippocrates had some mighty big knuckles. And every time I see him, I say, "Look, is this really medically necessary?" He said, "Oh yeah, you need this." Dr. K is a dedicated physician. When Furp called his answering service, Dr. K called back within 5 minutes. Furp gave him my symptoms, read him off my vitals, and then handed the phone to me. And with my teeth chattering and my voice dry, barely able to make a coherent sentence, I listened to Dr. K, and he asked me questions. He asked me some of the same questions, some new ones. You know, is there any sharp pain? Where exactly is the pain? Does it move? These sort of things. He said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Chicago." He says, "I see. Are you at one of your conventions?" I said, "I am, sir." He said, "And have you performed your monologue?" I said, "I only treated you with the utmost respect and said nice things." He said, "Very well. I am most concerned about your fever at this time. We have got to control that before we do anything else. I need you to obtain some Tylenol caplets. I need you to take 1,000 milligrams, that is 2 500 milligram caplets. However, since your digestive system is pretty much shut down right now, they will simply come back up with their labels intact. You're going to have to chew them."
No.
Come again? He said, "You need to get it in your system immediately. You're going to have to chew them." And I did. Now, have you ever heard the expression, the cure being worse than the disease?
Oh yeah.
It's sort of like that capsaicin cream. When you chew Tylenol, you instantly forget about the fever. You instantly forget about your stomach upset. You instantly forget about the alien being bursting out of your chest. All you're thinking about is the taste of that Tylenol. And I did. Every 2 hours, I was told to chew Tylenol and to wash it down with only small sips of water. You know what? They make liquid Tylenol. He knew that! He knew that damn well! What I noticed is that for the rest of his career, when Furp was called upon to treat an ill person who was ill because of overindulgence in alcohol, Furp always prescribed the same thing. Here's a bunch of aspirin, but you have to chew them. I know where he got it from. God bless you.